Yes, now we're back. It is finally race day, and we're gonna get into it. Finally, we're at the race start. Even though, in typical Real Racing 3 fashion, we did everything the game told us to, but it wasn't enough for pole. It never is enough for pole. You could be in a Mercedes and you won't get pole because it's just it. That's how Real Racing 3 goes. So let's get into it. Pretty excited for this. Visibility is poor. Driving it at a night circuit, street circuit where it's super tight, and I feel like I'm Yuki Tsunoda. I just can't see over the car, but hey ho, we go off the line. Admittedly, I did uh mess this up a couple times before, but we don't talk about that. Immediately, I get past Sainz and Gasly. I think it is into third place. We're on the podium now, and so obviously I'm going to try and move forward, try and get Ocon and the Red Bull directly ahead of him. When the slipstream have a good run out, so I try to use a slingshot, but Ocon just finds pace in the second phase, so that's fine. Okay, try to brake later than him there, but his brakes are better, so we have a problem because on the straights I can't catch him, and it seems like his braking isn't too shabby either, so there isn't really one particular part right now that I can see where his weakness is. And so yeah, I was trying to catch him, but I realized that it's kind of pointless. I'm not really gaining any time. I can get close to him, but he just drives away like he's doing right now. Like he's not even in. I can't slipstream him anymore. Before I could. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of pointless now. I just kind of need to focus more on keeping Sainz behind than trying to get Ocon. I would have liked first at the end of the lap, but it's irrelevant. The goal told us we have to finish in third at least. So we're there. It's, we're doing what the game wanted us to do, so it's perfectly fine, I guess. Through the last couple corners now, going flat out, still behind Ocon, couldn't really make inroads on him as we'd liked. Sainz actually closed in on us, but across the line, that is goal 1 out of stage 4 completed. 187 driver XP for Mick. Like I said in the previous one of the previous ones, I did want to I wanted to upgrade Mick to the max so that I can be able to do the invitational series with him, but I've changed my mind after driving the car. It's just that's not going to be fun. Go for glories. I have to close the gap between the cars ahead of me. I don't know how these guys want me to keep up with Ocon and them, but yeah, I failed. So remember how I only did brake upgrades in that other episode? Yeah, it's coming to bite me. And now you can see I'm just upgrading over and over and over and over. And pretty much I just got frustrated at how many times I kept on failing, so I decided to just max out the car completely so I don't need to do any more upgrades for the rest of the event. And I spent like 1,270,000 Motorsport dollars. Like it's this, I think I spent the most in this event compared to any other event ever. Like I spent so much money, it's crazy. But yeah, anyway, it seems as though not Ocon, Perez had an incident, and we've got past Perez, and we're chasing Esteban now. We have to slipstream him, and I think after slipstreaming him, we have to overtake him for the lead, if I'm not mistaken. So we're parked right up behind Ocon. I guess he's on the soft and we're on the mediums. Maybe that would explain the big pace difference between him and I on lap 1, because I was nowhere near him. Like here, I'm managing to keep him in my slipstream. He's within range, but before I absolutely could not. Like no matter what I did, I would try and brake later, and it just wouldn't work because he would brake later. Just on the straights, I couldn't do anything. So I guess we were just on different tires. So the second I slipstream for 500 meters, send the dive bomb down his inside. We're in the lead of the race now, and that is the second stage of goal 4. That is the second goal of stage 4 completed. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't speak. It's sad. Yeah, pretty simple. Just slipstream someone, get past them, meet and drink. Really, Perez. I don't know. I guess he died. Drove past him. Had to get past Ocon as well. Pretty simple. We're back with the 9,900 Motorsport dollars, and we're on to the third goal of the 4th stage. Let's see. Whoa, you're right. Looks like you lost control there for a second. I didn't lose control. I'm perfect. Seems the car's alright. Try and catch up. Finish lap 20. At least an 8th. What the hell did this game do to me? I was perfectly fine, man. Okay, and oh, okay, the AI went super deep, but like so did everyone else. We're in P6, we have to finish 8th, so we kind of just maintain position really. We don't need to attack these guys. They say the cars are right, so I shouldn't really struggle in terms of pace, but yeah, I'm gonna try and close up to them obviously, because the higher up you finish in these events, the more money you're gonna get. Well, the more money you should get. I don't know if you will get more, but trying to catch up to Ocon, and what happened at lap 1 is happening again now. I just can't keep up with him. He's flying again. So potentially previously in the second goal, he just wasn't using as much energy, and cause wasn't he ran out of recharge. He wasn't recharging it properly, and so now he's got all the recharge in the world and I can't keep up with him, and so he's flying. We've got the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas behind us, which is kind of a big problem. The Mercedes is insane. We're keeping Bottas behind us well though, trying to stay in the slipstream of Ocon so he can pull us along, because this Haas, bless it, even though I did just max it out, it doesn't really have pace. You saw they're pushing out of that corner way too wide, scraped the wall, but we keep pushing, braking flat out through this next part. Once you come out from under the tunnel, brake again. We got very close to Ocon there, but Bottas is still right on our tail, and it's kind of annoying. It's like, Valtteri, please go away, like what are you doing? And I went super deep there again, which lets Valtteri by, which I didn't really want him to get by, but it doesn't really matter, because if you remember, the goal said we have to finish in at least 8th, and we're P7 right now, so that's fine. I just would have liked to stay ahead of Valtteri, but we don't really have the pace to overtake. And yeah, you can see now I'm just overdriving, crashed into a wall there, just trying to push too hard, and it's just pointless because we're perfectly fine where we are. So yeah, that's the next goal on stage 4 completed. Pretty simple really, because with me, I started in 6th, so it's just like, don't die really, just carry on driving and you'll be okay. Get some more experience for Mick, and 4,900. So yeah, the further up we finish, potentially we would have got more Motorsport Dollars, but it's irrelevant because we're balling. We're basically Mercedes. We gave Gunther all that Toto money, and now we have to try and finish 5th to try and make up ground, but our tires are fading. So this is another thing I don't really like about this, is that this game really makes you like manage things like a lot, like tire managing and fuel managing. It's frustrating because it's like you're in a Formula 1 car. I want to push this thing to its limits, whereas now I have to be careful with the tires. In fact, it's kind of out of my hands. If I slide, I'm gonna absolutely rip these tires to shreds, and so I have to be very measured with how I take corners and how I overtake people. Alonso is just completely getting in our way. We finished ahead of him in the previous goal, but he still came out ahead of us when we started this one, because we were racing through scripting, which you know about that. And we have Lando up ahead of us. We've got like just under 2 laps to go. We seem to have a lot of pace though, even though our tires are fading. It seems like everyone else is struggling a bit more, because I caught up to the back of Lando, like he was standing still, and we get past him before we even get on this main straight. While we're on the straight, I'm pulling away even, so we've got a lot of pace now. But I guess this is good. It's good maintaining but still moving forward, so that, oh, there's a massive slide. The tires didn't really die as much as I thought they would there, so maybe it wants me to slide a bit more. Nah, definitely not. But catching up to Bottas now, so I guess Bottas got past Lando and we're chasing him down now. Slid a bit there as well, so now I'm really losing the car. I don't have as much grip or confidence in it anymore, because it's just sliding about. It keeps wagging its tail out. It's a bit mad. Down the back straight, pushing to try and catch Bottas, because we have to get past him to complete this event. We've got like a lap as well, so we don't need to get past him on this lap, but the sooner we do it, the better. The more I can like just get ahead of him and dictate the pace, because when you're ahead of everyone else, you can like control the speed. You can drive slower, especially through this sector. You can drive so slow because it's super tight and they can't really get past you. But if they're ahead of you, you really have to push. Again, I lose my back end because I'm just pushing really hard to try and catch him, but it's kind of a balancing act, because you can't push too hard because you're definitely just going to slide and lose it, but I'm pushing hard enough to catch him little by little, 100 by 100 every lap. So closing into the back of him now, and I go for a dive bomb. A big boy dive bomb. Finish at least 5th. I get him in the first chicane. That was a nice move. That was absolutely gorgeous. I bet he did not expect it because it's not really an overtaking spot there, but I made a stick. Perez and Ocon definitely need to learn how to overtake from me. If you know, you know, and I lose the car again, but at this point, Bottas gets past me, and so I have to hit him to like be like, Bottas, stop, because I really need to get past him. So I've led Valtteri back in. I tried for the dive bomb, and I get it back ahead of him into the straight. Oh my god, we're having a right soul ding dong with Valtteri. I don't know why he just doesn't let me do it. Like, Valtteri, be nice, man. Come on, you're always nice for Lewis, be nice for me. But yeah, it is what it is. We've got like under 20% on our tires. We're like properly struggling now. Valtteri is well within DRS range, but I kind of need to like let him be. I'm defending the inside because I kind of have to, and I go deep in trying to brake late. I didn't really have grip, and I broke too late, and Valtteri's gotten past me now. We're in the final sector, which is where I felt it was extremely crucial to be ahead, because here you can really dictate, you can drive as slow as you want to here. Valtteri's still ahead of us though, so we might have to be a little bit dirty. We hit Valtteri there, oh, and we get him again. We hit Valtteri, went off track, and then we smashed into the side of his car again to be able to do this. That is some filthy driving from me, but it had to be done. Goal complete. You know, sometimes you just gotta be a little bit dirty in order to win. So sorry about that, Valtteri, but yeah, it'll be okay. You know, all that matters is me, really. But yeah, that's this goal completed, the stage completed. Here are the rewards: 70,015 gold, not too bad. And with the VP, we've earned 50 gold again. So all in all, a good haul. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Catch you for the final video of the series, stage 5.